Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Seftimor Daily. Yes, it's back for as long as I could keep doing this. I'm going to start doing it a little bit different. I'm going to post on Instagram or post on Twitter and take that and do it at night because I kind of need a script with work. I don't have as much downtime, so I really got to make sure that I'm getting this done, and sometimes with the baby and everything going on, I don't have enough time to get it done, sit here and just ramble. Or early in the morning, I'm usually taking the baby and all that when I would have time to do it. That's why I didn't know the fate of the Seftimor Daily, but work's going good. Hope you are following me on Instagram. I am going to try to keep doing these micro blogs as well as get actual blog posts out, which is tough, but that's what I like. Momentum. It's slowly building, and we're gonna get there. Updates. So little man is standing and almost walking. So there's that. He's everyone said wait till he gets mobile. You think it's bad now? I don't think it's too bad. I just want him to be able to take him and bring him places and have experiences with him. Job's still going great. I love it. Going to Disney for work. First time I've ever gone somewhere for work, all expenses paid, all that cool stuff. So I'm really excited for that. And besides that, weight loss. Last time, probably when I started, I was about when I started, I was in like the 280s, 285, something like that. Pretty heavy. I'm sitting here today at 257. So what I've been doing is something a little more drastic, fasting for days. I feel that, and this is, I'm not a doctor. I don't recommend this to anybody. It's just that I've struggled my entire life. And if you listen to my most personal podcast when I was doing the OMAD diet, you would know that I have an addiction to food. And that means that I could, if I have one bite of something, I'll binge eat. If I don't, then I could fast. So I literally so what I do is I fasted for 48 hours. Yes, 2 days, no food. And I weighed myself. And this is all from Snake Diet Wizard. Dude's harsh, so understand that, but I think it's more of a shtick. And then I weighed myself, and I can't eat until I'm a pound under that lowest weight. So how it goes is I'm probably losing, and then the weekends come and you have cookouts and parties and all that, and it's the summer, you know how it goes, some drinks. Monday comes, I'll be like 7 pounds over my lowest weight, which means I gotta fast. So I can't eat until I'm a pound under my lowest weight. So that took until today. So last time I ate was Sunday. Tonight I had a gigantic meal, pound of meat, probably. Cheese, bacon, all the fats and stuff, because I'm trying to keep it low carb when I do eat, just because I'm in ketosis from fasting, and I want to keep it that way. Didn't mean this to be a weight loss podcast, but if you want me to keep updating you on the progress, I'm so confident. Even when I did the podcast before about OMAD, I was confident, but not this confident. Like this confident, like I'm so confident that I can do this, that I am going to be below 20% body fat. First time in my life, probably. Like it's going to happen. Might happen in a year, 2 years, whatever, but it's going to happen. Also, if I work out, and I mean like intensity in the gym, lifting, moving weights, I eat the night before, because you cannot lift without eating. So that's another stipulation. If you want to learn more or keep it these updates, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know that you want to hear more of this, and I'll continue to give you these updates on the daily. I'll even check in every single day on my weight if that's what you guys want to see. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of what I'm here for tonight, which is, hey, there's little Sefty and Dad. Happiness. So I'm reading a book called, what is it called? It's a new book by Mark Manson. Like, we're all effed. I probably should have checked this out before I got on, and it's called, drum roll please, Everything is Effed, a book about hope. So I'm reading that, and in the chapter, I usually do this for every single one, but I haven't been consistent, so I haven't had like the time to put my thoughts to what's going on and my thoughts to what I should be telling you guys. So I didn't want to just rip off a book. I always like to put my twist on it and give you my perspective. So here it is. This is like chapter 7, so I'm almost finished actually the book. Happiness is all the rave these days. How do I become happier? Why aren't I happy where I'm at? Why did this happen to me and now I'm upset? I ask these questions all the time. The fact of the matter is that we really are happy most of the time. And what I mean by that is in the book, Mark Manson talks about how a bunch of people were surveyed and they always put like 7. Like, how happy are you? 7. So like what I'm trying to say by like that is the fact of the matter is that we really are happy most of the time, is that most of the time we're at like right in the middle there, a little above that, and then like something awesome happens, like we're on vacation or we win money at a casino, or put out a good piece of content and get a ton of validation from that, and our happiness goes up from a 7 to an 8 or a 9 or a 10, and then it gradually goes back down as things calm back down. Also, when things are very bad, even like a death in the family where we go to a 1 or a 0, over time, we still do come back up to be happy. The problem is that a lot of people think like, why am I not happy in this? Why can't I be happy? Why can't I do this? The thing is that, we just don't want to mess it up. When that gets altered, we go down until we can come back up. And I've had days where like I have been so mad, so depressed. I mean, you could ask anybody that knows me from streaming, Raymond, Hidden, like I've hit them up and I'm like, listen, I'm terrible right now. And with time, for me, it goes away. That depression goes away. I'm not, I'm not medically depressed or anything like that, but I have bad days just like everyone does. But the thing is that some people think that those bad days are like, woe is me, why is this happening to me? And the fact of the matter is that it happens to everybody. And I feel that we're in a society, if you think back, I always try to get perspective. Perspective is the big thing. I feel that if we go back and think about our grandfathers or grandfathers' fathers or anything like that, and how rough they had it, it's just that we're just so inclined to seeing other people. They didn't know when they were working in a coal mine and doing this, they didn't know what else was out there. They knew, but they didn't have it shoved down their throats like we do now with social media and things of the like. So sorry, folks, that's life. There is no one that remains in peak happiness at all times. Even people that win the lottery experience a high surge of happiness and then return to their baseline at some point, if not lower, because they blew their money. With social media, we are seeing everyone around us with these super happy lives. The truth of the matter is that it isn't always 100% real. Happiness and the increasing of it came about because of science. This is in the book, people were talking about what can we fix, what should we do, and everyone's like, oh, I want to be more happy. So they develop scientifically how to do this, how to increase dopamine and things like of the nature. How do we become happier? How do we become the happiest version of ourselves? No one in this life is going to be fully happy all the time. Embracing the suck is a must at times. Wherever you are, embrace the emotions that come with it, good or bad, happy or sad. It's when we develop our perception to realize the bad times are making us tougher for the obstacles ahead. No, we don't want to be at work all day. Yes, we would love freedom like Instagram gurus or streamers that have a full-time job. I actually feel that streamers have a little bit less freedom, because when the sun is shining and me or you just go outside and have a good time or meet up with family, these people are streaming. But realize that pain is the way to more happiness, not the opposite. Now, what I mean by that, don't take that like, oh, we should, but going through those tough things, and by tough things, I don't mean like hurting yourself or being a masochist or something crazy like that. What I'm talking about is going through the things that we don't want to do. I don't want to write every day. I don't want to record every day. That's why these things happened. I was watching Game of Thrones. I binge watched the whole thing. That probably took 2 months of every night I was watching an episode. So that was this. So I could have been back 2 months earlier, but I got lazy. And when I talk about pain, I'm not talking about like physical pain. I'm talking about the fact of recording or writing or streaming or whatever your content creation is, or whatever you want to be doing or should be putting work towards, and the easy way out, which is binge watching Game of Thrones like I did. Understand that a lot of successful people grew up poor. The happiest work through pain periods to get to where they are. Look at a lot of people that came up. A big thing is like Mark Zuckerberg was designing websites and doing stuff like that. Like, he wasn't just sitting around watching Netflix or whatever, hoping that things would happen. Regardless of how your day is going, experience it fully. Relish in those happiness spikes and learn from the tough times. How's your day going today? Leave that in the comments below. So that was a really, really good chapter that resonated with me, because it got me back on the horse of, listen, you have to do the work. Nothing good is going to come. And that's the thing, is that I just see like mind-numbing scrolling, and I'm doing it right now. I write about reading. I haven't read in a while. Like, I read, but very seldomly. I'm opening up Twitter more. I'm not tweeting as much. That was from insights from books, all that. You know how I do. So, like I said, don't sit there and think like, oh, and I'm not saying that people that are tragically take their lives or things like that, like that happiness goes down. I'm just talking about, our baseline people that go through life every day and question, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why can't I be doing something else? Not that extreme, or if there was a mental disorder or mental health issue, nothing of that sort. So don't take it that way. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Gonna try to keep this up. I like this concept, having a little bit of a script, posting on Instagram, getting content out there. Remember, I'm always trying to figure out how to repurpose content to get out to the masses as much as I can. So if you enjoy this, please share it. Please retweet it. All that good stuff on all the social media. I truly appreciate it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow the podcast on Anchor or wherever you listen to podcasts. We're on all major platforms. Give me a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. I appreciate it all. Have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Peace.